What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today I have another comparison video for you. We have the Holosun HS507K X2 compared to the Sig Romeo Zero. Now I'm doing this review because one of my Patreon supporters noticed I took the Sig off of my P365 and I added the Holosun on it. And he said, why'd you swap? And is the Holosun that much better than the Sig? And I answered, I'll make you a video about that. There is nothing I won't do for my Patreon supporters. So I have done complete reviews on both of these optics. If you want to check them out, they are on my channel. What we're going to do is I'm going to very quickly talk about the features of both of these optics, what I like and dislike about both of them, and then what I think of them overall, and a quick comparison, and I'll tell you which one I like better and why. These comparison videos are just for fun. A lot of people love the comparison videos, but people always get butthurt. So if I say something bad about your favorite optic, it's okay. It's just my opinion. My opinion is not worth more than your opinion. Yeah, it really is. Kidding. Quick disclosure, yes, I work in the firearms industry. I do have a couple buddies who work at Sig, and definitely a couple buddies who work at Holosun. Neither one of those things will affect this review in any way, shape, or form because I always try to be as objective as I possibly can. We're going to start with the Holosun because it is in my hands. One of the favorite features, side load battery tray. You don't have to take the dot off to replace the battery. It's a 1632 battery with a 50,000 hour battery life. The corny joke I made in the Holosun review is,
I think that's like 5,000 years.
Dad jokes for life, man. It has a shake awake technology, so after a few minutes it will turn off. And then the second it senses any motion, it will kick right back on. The windage and elevation adjustments are pretty standard, 1 MOA adjustments, and they are tactile so you can feel when you're making those adjustments. On this side here, there is 2 buttons. One for to increase the brightness, one to decrease the brightness, and they control a bunch of other things like lockout mode and sleep timers and stuff. But I like the 2-button design because it's much easier to increase and decrease the brightness. When you have a single button design, you have to scroll down through the brightness or up through the brightness and loop back around. And that's kind of just a pain. Let me see what else. The reticle is available in red or green. You can choose between either a 2 MOA dot, which is how I rock it, or a 2 MOA dot with a 32 MOA circle around it, or just the 32 MOA circle. So you have a lot of options, whatever your eyes, whatever you prefer. There are some options switching the reticle on this little Holosun. Both of them use the kind of standard Shield RMSC footprint, which is pretty much the standard for micro compact red dots. I need a drink. Unfortunately, it is just water. Alrighty, the Romeo Zero has a bottom battery compartment, so whenever you want to replace the battery, you will have to take it off of the slide, put a fresh battery in, and then go ahead and reconfirm your Zero. Luckily, the battery life is like 20,000 hours, so it's decent, and you won't have to do that too often. It does have a shake awake technology, very similar to the Holosun. Sig just calls it their MOTAC technology, but very, very similar idea. For all I know, both of these are probably made in the same factory overseas. The windage and elevation are in the same spots as the Holosun, except for you have to use an Allen wrench on the Sig, where the Holosun you use a flathead screwdriver. The difference is these are not tactile at all. It just kind of spins, so it's a little bit, it may take you just a little bit longer to sight it in, which is not the end of the world. There is a single button adjustment inside the optic right in front of the screen, and the reason I don't like that is for 2 reasons. One, when you're making adjustments, you block the red dot with your finger. So is that bright enough? No. Is that bright enough? No. Is that, it just wastes time. Also, you go down in brightness and then and scroll all the way back through, up and down. So it can be a little confusing when you're trying to adjust the brightness. Am I going down? Am I going up in brightness? Okay, now I'm going down. Okay, now I'm going up. Again, it's just not as convenient as the 2-button system like Trijicon and Holosun offer. All right, a lot of talking. The reticle is just a red dot. There's no circle around it like the Holosun. The cool thing is it is available in a 3 MOA dot and a 6 MOA dot. So if you want different sizes, your eyes pick something up better, you want something for close up, whatever the scenario is, you have the option to get either one. The big con for me on the Romeo Zero is the plastic body and the plastic lens. If you read around online, I just don't know if these are durable enough for concealed carry. I need another drink again. Unfortunately, guys, this is just water. So in my opinion, I think the Holosun has a better battery setup with the side load battery compartment. It definitely has a better battery life at 50,000 hours compared to the Sig's 20,000 hours. I think the 2-button controls are significantly better than the single button control. It's not the end of the world, it's just a lot easier and more convenient. The windage and elevation are a little bit better. I would rather have something with a screwdriver compared to an Allen wrench, and they are tactile, so it's a little easier to make those adjustments. And then I think overall the Holosun is just a significantly more durable optic, something I'm comfortable carrying every day, something I would say is good to go for concealed carry. With that aluminum housing, it just seems to be a lot more rock solid. Sorry, my alarm is going off. There's the only real advantage the Sig has, and guys, I'm not crapping on Sig, I'm not a Sig hater. I carry a Sig pretty much every single day. The gun I shoot at range days and competitions is a Sig X5 Legion. I'm actually a very, very big Sig fan, borderline Sig fanboy. I'm just not a huge fan of this optic. The only advantage it really has is the price. MSRP on this right now is $220. MSRP on the Holosun is $340. With that said, I think the Holosun is worth every single dollar more than the Sig. Wouldn't trust my life to the Sig, and obviously I do trust my life to this Holosun. Right now you can kind of pick these up for $280, $290-ish. Keep in mind that will change over time. That is right now, I just checked before I made this video, $280, $290 is the street price right this second when these Holosuns are in stock. The first 3 sites I went to, they were all out of stock. So I will put some affiliate links down in the video description for both of these. If you're looking to pick either one of them up, hopefully I can find you a good deal. Before you go, I need to thank a few people. First off, I just want to point out that we do have Tiberious Swag. If you want to support the channel with a shirt or a hoodie, whatever, the link is down in the video description. I also want to thank the companies here who support me with affiliate links. They help keep the channel going. My badass Patreon supporters, they are sensational. And if you think I deserve it, smash the like button. I don't know why people tell you to smash it instead of hit it. Don't break your phone. Drop a comment. And again, if you think I deserve it, subscribe to the channel and enable the bell notification. I will see you next time, guys. Peace!